We'll get to all of you ahead of Tucker Carlson. David in Indiana, retired Homeland Security. Let's talk about election and MPOX incoming. Give us your view.
Hey, Alex, thanks for taking my call. First-time caller, got right through. The topic is exactly what you said, MPOX. I retired from Homeland Security about 6 years ago. After that, I opened up a small trucking company just to keep my work going. And yesterday, my phone blew up with a request for help in Laverne, Tennessee. Laverne, Tennessee is home to Cardinal Healthcare's or Health Systems new facility, and they're pumping out the monkeypox vaccination there and sending it all over the country. It's going from Laverne directly to Memphis, Tennessee, and to Indianapolis, being put on aircraft and shipped all over the country at a record pace. And I think, again, like the COVID scare, and as you've covered many times in your show, that this is going to be, and maybe a combination of COVID and monkeypox, is going to be the next big scare, and keeping people from the polls, keeping people in their homes, forcing them to take a vaccination, to keep their job, or to go to work, or to buy groceries, or whatever it might be. And the listeners and people who aren't listeners yet need to be aware of this, and do not let the fake media and the scare tactics work again, because they're gearing it up. It started yesterday. I've got direct firsthand information about this, and it is coming.
Well, I've seen the reports, and I had a big emergency manager on Friday. We're going to get him back on, and he does stuff for the federal government, state government, local governments, corporations, and for Trump. And I've interviewed him before. He's got a big company, and he said they're getting the infrastructure ready for a lockdown, civil unrest, civil emergency. That's a politically correct term for martial law. And they are saying something huge is coming. The WEF villain Schwab says it's coming. And with 69 days left, we're seeing the ads put in newspapers all over the country for record levels of nurses and doctors. And so, yes, they're gearing up. The UN 2 weeks ago declared an MPOX emergency. They're not calling it monkeypox because they tried that 2.5 years ago. And so they're definitely making the moves, whether it's just a way to steal money and they're gearing up behind the scenes quietly and they're not going to do it. That remains to be seen. But they also already tried the bird flu, tried to put everybody in hazmat suits to be around cows or chickens, and tried to turn the PCR test up to claim they were finding bird flu everywhere, and they weren't, and there weren't any deaths, there weren't any illnesses in humans. It was all lies the last 6 months. But they could release a new, more deadly strain. So specifically, without giving away, your customers or what you're doing, what with your trucking company, being former Homeland Security, you knew what to see. Were they specifically telling you, or how much can you tell us of why you know they're gearing up?
Well, it was from 1 minute to the next, Alex. It's like, the day before yesterday, this wasn't on the radar at all. All of a sudden yesterday, my phone is blowing up like yours does at call time with, can you help us? Can you send more trucks? Can you send more drivers? Can you do this? And it's for the next 3 to 4 days and into next week. So they must be pumping out a large volume of this. And to your point, they did also, they are calling it the MPOX vaccination as well, not the monkeypox.
Okay, so they're specifically telling you that you're going to be shipping monkeypox vaccine around the country.
Yes, specifically it'll go onto our trucks to the airports and then onto cargo aircraft, possibly for worldwide distribution, or at least throughout the country.
Well, the fact that you've got to have hardcore sexual contact, and 99% are homosexual men, just shows what a red herring this is. But the UN wouldn't declare an emergency for no reason. Interesting points, David. Anything else?
No, that's it, man. I just appreciate your time on the air, and